I wanted to spend a few minutes going over the commenting system within WordPress in a little more detail than I normally go through in my workshop. Um, Comments are a very commonly used feature within WordPress, although I find that here at Palomar it seems like a lot of people do choose to turn off comments. Particularly for pages on your site, and that's actually probably a good idea to do it that way. So in other words, if I go to a page of my site, like in this case I've created this About Me page that's currently blank as far as not having any page content, but you can see that it gives the users an option to leave a reply or comment on the page. That's something that maybe you wouldn't necessarily want to do. So I'll show you how to turn off comments on individual pages and and turn off the default setting for comments as well. But then another place you can comment is in in a blog post, and that's a place where I encourage you to leave comments on. A lot of times when you're posting, using the blog feature and making posts, I think it's a good idea to have some interactivity with your users so they keep coming back to your site, and that's comments are just one way to do that. And so on any particular blog post, there's an option to leave a comment that a user can click on, and then they can leave a comment specifically on that post. So that might be something that you want to continue using. But of course, it's completely up to you whether you want to have comments on or off, or whatever content on your site. So let's go to the site dashboard and let's see how we would actually turn off comments on that About Me page, for example. So I'm going to go to Pages, All Pages, and I'm going to find the About Me page and edit it. And what that's going to do is it's going to, of course, give me just the normal editing page. And like I said, I don't have any content on that page. However, if I want to turn off the comments for that particular page, for this About Me page, you first need to make sure you have the option turned, or the setting for that available to you. And you do that under Screen Options. So up in the top right, click on Screen Options. And then you're going to want to turn on the Discussion option here, and then you can just close that screen options area. And what that does, that gives you this box down here, the discussion box, that lets you turn comments on and off. And if you're not going to be using comments, I encourage you to also turn off the trackbacks and pingbacks. Those are just a kind of a cool way of having your website be notified when other when other websites are linking to your site, but those are going to show up in the same area that comments would. So I'd encourage you just to turn those both off together. And then if I now update the site and then go to view the page, and as remember before when we went to the About Me page there was an option to leave comments, now that's not there anymore. So that's how you turn off comments. And when you're editing the page, you can easily turn comments back on just by checking those boxes again and then clicking update. So that's how you do it on a page. Doing it on a post is not any different though. So if I go to my all posts area and find the one post that I have here and edit it, you'll find that you have the same option under Screen Options of turning on the discussion settings. And I can, for this one post here, I can turn off comments. And then I would just click on the update button. So basically it works in a similar way as the pages do. Now, if you just do not plan on using comments at all and want to just turn it off, so for any new pages or posts that you create, there would be no comments as a possibility, what you do is you go to Settings and Discussion. And the important setting is that the third checkbox here, allow people to post comments on new articles, and that's going to affect both pages and posts. You're going to want to uncheck that box and then scroll down to the bottom and save your changes. So once you do that, any future posts or pages you create will have comments off by default. However, you still will have the ability to turn comments on an individual page or post if you choose to do so.